Alright, today I'm going to be upcycling a CD tower which I've had for a long time. In fact, it used to be on my desk until I tidied my desk up. I made the desktop organizer, and if you haven't seen that video, there's a link above. So what am I going to be upcycling the CD tower into? Well, I'm going to be making it into a bedside table. So let's take a look at the actual CD tower. Right, so first things first, gonna have to deconstruct it. Let's start with removing the shelves. Oh, and does anybody want to hazard a guess at what this is made with? I mean, they've made it so it looks like pine. That's not paint, that's like more like a coating of something, you know, like plastic that's just put over the top. But what could it be made of? Right, it is made out of OSB.
Say what?
Let me just show you more clearly. Okay, bear in mind, that is the construction layers of plywood. That is OSB. This is the shell. As you can see, that matches very more closely to that. So I'll continue removing these shelves and the shelf pins. And if I don't reuse these on this project, they'll certainly come in handy for a different one. And just to show that it's not just the shelves which are made of OSB. So as you can see, the top is screwed in. The bottom has got a few of these rubber feet on, and I would imagine that screws are hidden underneath there. No. So how are these put in? Let's have a look. Dowels. Okay, I suppose I should have known. I've been debating what I'm going to do. I was originally hoping to use some scrap hardwood as a tabletop. Then I looked at my hardwood and I thought, I'm not going to waste it on this if this is mostly made from OSB. So what I have got is this piece of plywood, which is 18mm. It's the perfect width already because it's 250mm wide, and I'm going to make it into a square, so it's 250 by 250. And then I've also got offcuts of the different hardwoods I've used. I think this is Douglas fir, and it's funny because I've always said to myself when I've been keep them, I might use them as sort of edge banding. So these are going to be used as edge banding. So this needs to be 580mm maximum for height. So first off, measure out 580. But bear in mind it's overall height, which has to include the base and the top. Put them there, mark that. I've decided I'm going to use this backboard, and then I might as well keep the legs at the same distance apart. Where are we up to? Well, the basic frame's done. I've got to do the edge banding, and unfortunately when I've put the legs in, the front two have gone a bit wonky. I think it's basically trying to screw into the OSB. I'm going to be using the original base for a shelf. I've done a little template out of paper to make it fit. There it is, one bedside table, kind of. Obviously it doesn't look fantastic, it's not the best I could possibly do, but I think with using the materials that I had at hand, trying to upcycle that CDC Tower, it's not bad. It'll do. It does mean that maybe within the next year, I will have another video making a bedside table from scratch. Now there is one point of it that actually I do kind of like, and it's the way I've got the screws in the top and how they've got that brass look. They go quite canny with the mahogany dye. Now if you want to see another upcycling video, I did one quite some time ago when I first got into YouTube. I'll put the link up at the end. Until the next time, gang canny man.